Hey guys, today I'm doing the daytime meditation experiment. This is actually the third time that I've tried this experiment. The last two times didn't really work out. The idea of the experiment is just to use meditation as a tool to encourage spirits to come forward. It just allows you to open your mind a little bit more and be a little bit more receptive to the things that are going on around you. I've decided to target the EVP session that I'm doing after this meditation around Daniel because there's still a lot of questions I have for him. He's been around the longest. He's protected me against the dark entity that was around before, and I still know nothing about him other than the fact that his name is Daniel. So I'm gonna ask him a lot of questions today. That's kind of going to be the main focus. And any other spirits that are around and attracted at the time, they will obviously have an opportunity to leave whatever messages they can. So what I'm using today is I've got the Connect over here alongside two cameras, one on a close-up and one wide, so that you can see the rest of the room. You may have also noticed that I've got the plasma ball going this time, just as a little extra energy boost for any spirits that come forward and try to communicate. As well as that, I'm going to be running the K2 meter. I'm going to put that on this side because, as you can see, it tends to have a bit of interference from myself if I'm close to this, and so I'm going to try and avoid touching this because I don't want any interference over here. As well as that, have the main tool for an EVP session. I'm going to be running the EVP recorder also over here as well. So hopefully there's ample evidence to anything that we capture, and fingers crossed we get some good EVPs out of it. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to jump straight in and see what we get. Footsteps. Now I'm fairly certain that they were footsteps because it's such a close environment. You can hear when they're nearby. Hello? Is there somebody there? If you're there, can you knock on something? Can you make your presence known? That sounded just sort of beyond that door there. That was brilliant. Can you do that again? Can you do it in this room for me, please? Just so that I know it's you and it wasn't just a coincidence. That's brilliant. Is this the spirit that's been opening my cupboards and leaving my drawers open and stuff like that? I feel something behind me. Is that you I can feel behind me? Feel something behind me. Is that you I can feel behind me? Listen, if you have any messages that you'd like to pass on, I actually have a little device down here with a little red light on it. If you really project your voice, if you really shout at that device, I can actually hear your voice properly, and any messages that you have, I can hear them. Is there something that you need from me? Is there something I can help with? I can feel it so... It's so cold back there. So despite what it actually looks like on camera, I'm not reacting to that voice. I didn't actually hear it with my own ears. That was entirely caught on the EVP recorder. Even the camera's audio didn't capture that. But what I'm reacting to is, as I mentioned in the video, I can feel it's quite cold behind me, and at that sort of moment I felt like a gentle sort of breeze, like a cold brush across my back. Like, it wasn't like a physical touch, it was literally just like a little bit of wind. It was really gentle, but it just made me sort of turn, because I could tell that there was something there. I could feel it in the air, and that's what I was reacting to in there. But the EVP itself, I don't know about you guys, I've annotated it as being Anna because I'm almost 95% sure that is Anna. I would recognise that voice anywhere, so this is definitely something I'm going to have to look into going forward. I'm going to try and communicate with her a little bit more and see if she is still around, and see if there's anything I can do to help. Is there a reason that you're here? If it be possible, is there a spirit called Daniel here? Daniel, if you're here, I really have some important questions I'd really like to ask you. And if it'd be possible for you to come forward and to talk to me, that would be brilliant. I would really appreciate that. Daniel, if you're around, can you do something? Can you show me that you're here? Daniel, is that you making the K2 meter go off? If that's you, can you step away from it? Just because it seems that you're more or less on top of it. Can you step away from it, please? That's brilliant. But Daniel, you've been around for so long, and it was only a month or two ago that I actually finally got your name, and I have so many questions that I want to ask you, so much I want to understand. You once said that you were a friend. Did I know you in life? I never got an answer to that question. Did I know you? Were we related? I know you protected me against the dark entity before. Why is it that you came to help me? Daniel, I've got to ask, will you always be around to protect me? Can I ask, is there a reason that these spirits come to me? Is there a reason that they're attracted to me in this way? A reason I need you to be there to protect me? I'm hearing footsteps again. Has the dark entity before tried to come back? Is that why you're still here? Like to stay, there's nobody in at the moment. I intentionally waited till Shauna went to work. Hello? I'm not 100% sure what happened at this point because I'm listening to all the footsteps upstairs and it became quite apparent that the activity downstairs had stopped. It obviously, whatever it was moving around upstairs now. So I decided to take the close-up camera and just go handheld and investigate. But as soon as I left sort of the threshold of the kitchen, the battery in the microphone died. Like I lost all audio, it just sort of cut out. Now, that battery was full before I started and I'd only been at it for 40 minutes, so that's very short, and they're pretty good batteries. They usually last days really, but it completely cut out. So I'm not saying it's necessarily paranormal per se, but it was unusual and I thought it was strange enough to at least mention. As for going upstairs, I basically went into the bedroom because that's directly above the kitchen, so that's where I was hearing the footsteps, and I laid down the law. As you guys know, I'm perfectly happy for spirits to be here if they've got a purpose, if they've got a message they want to pass on, if they just want to communicate. I'm fine with that. But my bedroom, that's kind of off limits. That's like sort of out of bounds. I don't want things moving around in there, especially for at night and I'm trying to sleep. I just don't want spirits mooching around my bedroom. It's one of my only rules really with them. So I went up and I just laid down that law. I can't say for sure whether it worked, but I started hearing noises in here in the spare room and then went and investigated that. That's when I realised I had no audio. And so that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I would say as a whole the experiment was very successful. For a 45-minute session I got a whole array of different activity on lots of different equipment. I got Connect figures, K2 spikes, even the plasma ball looked as though it was touched at one point, so that was definitely having some kind of impact on the energy in the room. I had temperature changes and some really clear EVPs, so definitely a success, and all done during the day. So I think that's definitely a myth busted for that whole activity only happening at night theory. So let me know what you guys think anyway. I really do appreciate your opinions, and as always I'll post any and all activity as and when I get it.